connecting? I'm sorry, you had to go. Just let me give y'all the hope that my friend gave me. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mooty watching XOXO Mooty. It's been a minute, it's been a long while, but you know, I'm back with the juicy stuff. So let's get into this freaking VD. So let's get into this freaking video, okay? Let's go. Alright guys, I was actually in the middle of recording another video, doing a get ready with me, and I decided I didn't want to record that video anymore. It just wasn't given. I might just have to upload the original version. I was redoing the video. I might just have to upload the original version because this wasn't given. I wanted to redo it because the lighting was bad and all that stuff when I recorded it. But anyways, let's get into this video, okay? So I know so if you can already tell from the title, you already know what this video is about. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you have seen this app other places. Y'all, like, let's talk about Muzmatch and Minder, okay? This is just like a little get ready with me talking about dating apps. So first of all, if you didn't know, I met my husband on Mismatch, which is a dating app, which by the way, now it's called Match because I think they got like, I think they got sued or something like that for stealing a name. I don't know, but yeah, do y'all research on that because it's not called Muzmatch anymore, it's called Match. So yes, if you didn't know, I met my husband on Muzmatch, and let me just talk about like the process of Mismatch. So when people ask me about Mismatch, they be shocked. They be like, what? I never find good people on there. It's always people that they don't want and all that stuff. And I agree. Mismatch is full of weirdos. It's full of, like, I've met someone on Mismatch before, like talked to them on Mismatch. Their location said that they were in Texas and they were in Nigeria. And I was trying to like conversate with them, and I was kind of like, how does that even work? And he's talking about he created an account for his friend and he's currently in Nigeria. That's why I said, like, why are you lying? He was lying straight out his mouth. But yes, I have encountered those type of things on Muzmatch too, like any other app, to be honest. So I have been on Muzmatch for a couple of years. I'm not gonna lie, a couple of years. So the thing is, every time I'm on Muzmatch, every time I download the app, I always delete the app. I never stay on the app for too long because it just gets overwhelming and it gets annoying and all that stuff. So I never stay on the app for too long. But when I delete the app on my phone, I always keep my profile. I don't deactivate my profile because I'm just like, I may not be on there actively, but at least I know when I log back in the future, people are going to be able to see my profile. I didn't want my profile to not be seen, even though I currently wasn't actively on the app. So that's what happened. And I also have my Instagram on there. I don't know if I recommend you putting your Instagram on there. I just did because I was actively searching. So it really depends on where you are with this whole finding a husband thing. I was actively searching, so I wanted people to connect with me on my Instagram in case, for example, number one, we didn't match, or number two, I wasn't on the app. And I understand, I know if you don't match the person, that means you were interested, but you know, sometimes I could have accidentally swiped left, or maybe they just didn't post a good picture on Muzmatch. I was just really giving people chances in different ways, to be honest. Another thing that I did on Muzmatch, I also like filter. Like my filter was deep. Like I put exactly what I wanted. I didn't want anyone that was not in the US. At some point, I even changed it to being if you're not in Texas, like bye. But I didn't want anybody that wasn't in the US, obviously. And I also filtered my thing to be I only wanted to see Nigerians profile or African American. No, not only Nigerian. I wanted to see African, anyone that was African's profile. At some point, I was open to the idea of being with anyone, even though you weren't Nigerian. But in the other points, I wanted someone who was Nigerian. But at the same time, like I said, I was giving people different ways to connect, right? So I did that. I also filtered my page age-wise. I did not want anybody that was more than 30. There was nothing wrong with it. I just didn't want it. And wait, did I filter that? I don't know if I filtered the part where it asks how long are you going to be ready for marriage, but that was definitely something that I always read on people's page. Some people be putting they're not gonna be ready for marriage until 4 years, 5 years. Sorry, you're not for me. Because why? I feel like if you're on this app, there's a reason, because you're actively searching. But if you're gonna put 5 years, clearly you're not actively searching. You just searching. And I'm not, no, we're not doing that. So those were the type of people that I always swipe left on. Like, if you weren't ready within 1 year or 2 years, left. If you didn't put enough information on your profile, left. If you didn't have any picture on your profile, left. You want to know the one thing that annoyed me the most? How you putting your page on private. There were people, I know my friend did this too, but whatever, we're gonna let her slide. There's people that put their page on private, but it's kind of like, if I don't know who you are, I'm not about to swipe right. How you get to see who I am, but I don't get to see who you are? No, left. Again, if you were actively searching, your page wouldn't be on private, because it made no sense. That just made no sense to me. Who else did I swipe left on? Trying to think here. I'm not gonna lie, so because I knew what I wanted, it wasn't hard for me to swipe left on a person that was like cute and everything like that. But other people that I did swipe left on were people who had in their bio smoking or drinking. Thank you for being honest, but I'm sorry, that's just not my cup of tea. I'm not okay with it. Some people are, I'm not okay with it. I swipe left on those type of people. I also swipe left on people who said, no, I didn't. I was okay with practicing, but not, no, what was it? I think there was an option there that said something like practicing or something. I was okay with you practicing. If you're not religious, that's okay. Like, you know, that's something two people can definitely work on together. And that's something I'm actively working on as well. So that's pretty much it. I think that's the only type of people I swipe left on. Who else did I swipe left on? Oh, and in terms of looks, if your beard was not connecting, I'm sorry, you had to go. Couldn't do it. Connecting beard only. That's like, height didn't even matter to me. If your beard is not connecting, I'm sorry, brother. You guys to get, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, when I was using Muzmatch, I was okay with giving people my number after, obviously, we have had a conversation. I know there's some people that are like, no, we can talk on this app, or if you don't want to talk on this app, we can talk on Instagram and all that stuff. I was okay with giving people my number. But now you don't even have to do that, because now the updated app, apparently you can like call on the app. You can even do video call on the app. So now, if you're looking to get on the app, you don't have to worry about that now. Let's see. So actually, the way my filter was, there's a way on the app that you can like put your how many miles away you want. I think mine was open to United States, but it was not open to people. Like, if your location says you're out of the country, then no, I can't do it. But if you're, let's say you are from a different country, because it has an option where you put where you're from and where you currently are, you like, I was okay with that. There were some days that I like play with the filter, change the sometimes I change it to Nigerian only, sometimes I increase the age. And I think at some point as well, I kind of just removed anyone within my age range. Like, I didn't want, at first I was okay, so let's say I was 22 at that time, I put the range to be like 22 to 30. But at some point I was like, honestly, I don't even want anybody that's 22, like, bye. Like, minimum 25 at some point. So I did play with that filter a lot. And pretty much that's kind of how it is. You just gotta play with the filters, to be honest. It's okay to delete the app. I've deleted the app multiple times. And honestly, at some point I was done with the app. The only reason why I downloaded it back is because It's because my best friend found her husband on the app. Well, she found him on Minder, but when she told me, I was like, wait, wait. And I don't look at the app. I was like, well, it looked like something might come out of it because she found her man. So I decided to download the app and look where we are. How's the makeup coming? But anyways, guys, I say all of that to say, don't sleep on Minder. Don't sleep on Muzmatch. I definitely had both at a point in time. I just felt like Minder had more people that I did not want than wanted. So I kind of, you know, stopped using Minder. But baby, use it all. You might even find a Muslim man on the other apps like BLK. It's not necessarily Muslim friendly, but you know, put in your bio what you're looking for. And I actually did my bio. I know one of my friends was using the app and her gonna have nothing on your bio. Sis, the same way I wouldn't swap on someone that didn't have anything on their bio. Be for real, you know, put something on your bio. And I think my bio had like a little joke in it or whatever. So it's kind of like when people responded, when people swiped and matched me, they have something to respond to. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like, hey. Or sometimes I do that to people too. Like if I read their bio and they made a joke, I think one person one time was like, who even likes pineapple on pizza? And my response wasn't like, hey, Assalamu alaikum. My response was like, what you mean you don't like pineapple on pizza? Clearly that didn't work because didn't marry him. But that's another way to go about it. Shoot, don't sleep on these apps, y'all. Don't block your blessings, like especially if you're actively searching. It's okay to actively search. Like marriage is part of our deen. It's half of our freaking iman, right? Marriage is half of your deen. Yeah, marriage is half of your deen. So find a person that's half of your deen. It might not be outside. They might not be outside. They just might be on this app. And I've seen a lot of people that I know on this app too. And I'm not gonna sit here and judge them, but like, that's just to show you that sometimes you might not find these people in your community. Look at me using this camera to do my blush. I said all of that to say, once again, don't block your blessings. Your man just might be on that app. And y'all, I definitely want to do a story time video how I met my husband. Even though it was from the app, I just kind of want to like talk about it more detailed. And I really would like him to be I really would like him to do the story time with me, but it really depends if our schedule aligns. If our schedule don't align, I'm just gonna go ahead and just tell a story my way. My story, the only one that matter anyway. Period. I'm just joking. Last thing I do want to say before I end this video is that I do have friends who has also met their significant others on other apps, but not necessarily Mismatch, but other apps like BOK. I don't think I know anybody about from Tinder. There's Bumble too. There's a BFF and a dating. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to get them to do a video with me and we could just talk about like, you know, about how it went for them. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. Long story short, don't sleep on Muzmatch. I know you've heard a lot of bad things about it because I have to, but I still give it a shot. And alhamdulillah, look where it got me. It doesn't work for everyone. I agree. It can be overwhelming. That's why I delete the app sometimes. Choose how you want to do it. If you want to push your social media on there, do that. If you don't. But honestly, the key things I would definitely say is have a bio, know what you want. Don't let these bios confuse you. Don't let these pictures of these men confuse you either. And just know what you want. And honestly, inshallah, Allah's going to answer your prayer and Allah is going to get you your second house. Let me give y'all the hope that my friend gave me. Anyway, if y'all enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know I'm happy. I'm seeing this freaking video. Period.